We welcome you to sunny South Florida. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Jay, you know it. It's special here in Miami with 3 decades of NBA basketball.
Ed, the legendary owner, Mickey Arison, has put everything into this storied franchise and will continue to do so.
3 championships won here in Miami. And tonight, another big matchup on EA Sports. Opening tip won by the Heat, and we're underway in Miami. To Butler. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Shot clock winding down. Shot clock violation. Dragic to Butler. To Dragic. Goran Dragic missed his first. That one goes.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Monk, guarded by Myers-Leonard. To Rozier. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Butler to bring it up. He'll run the offense. To Waiters. To Dragic. Goran Dragic. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Rozier with it. Down just a couple. Here comes the screen. The jumper's off the mark. Waiters to Butler. From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Tough shot, and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Dragic to Butler. Dragic. Trying to cash in with the step back.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Rozier into the front court. Down 2. Won't go. Waiters to Dragic. Butler to Waiters. Working the outside. Shot from the lane won't go. Batum to Rozier. Jimmy Butler with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Waiters. Cody Zeller sends it away. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Cody Zeller. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Substitutions, Charlotte.
Butler. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Jimmy Butler for 2. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. Knocked loose. Gomez unable to connect. Iguodala to bring it up. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. He throws it down.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
Number 50, Andre Iguodala.
Bacon sizing up Butler. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Throws it down.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
Number 40, Udonis Haslem.
Has a look. Can't connect. Deep 3 at the buzzer. First quarter is complete with the Heat in front. One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Five seconds to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. That won't go. It's the Heat with the possession. Dragic to Butler. Has a chance. Jimmy Butler, 2 of 4 now.
Bread and butter, and there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Screen coming. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. From long range. It's no good. Shots not going down. Dragic into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Team website for more details.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in for the Miami Heat, number 11, Dion Waiters.
To Miles Bridges. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Butler for 2. Gets a look. Can't hit. to Rozier. Miles Bridges. Rozier. Off the iron. No good. Dragic with the basketball. Lead stands at 10. To Waiters. Rebound taken by the Hornets. Rozier with it. Looking to make something happen. To Batum. Lays it up and in.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Here we go.
And Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 6 now.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Ah, rocking the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Miami's got it. Dragic to Butler. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Good. Off a spin.
We got to tell our producer in the truck, you got to tag that highlight.
Now the Hornets take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Subbing in for the Hornets. Number 2, Martin Williams.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Waiters to Butler. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Rozier into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. To Nick Batum. Knocked loose. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds.
Take care of the ball.
Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte.
Watch the gun.
Deep 2 there, won't go. Dragic with it. His team on top by 8. To Butler. Here comes the screen. Butler. Rebound snared by Kid Gilchrist. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Down 8. Oh, emphatic slam.
The assist from number 3.
19-footer at the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Heat with the lead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Heat absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Miami Heat. The Charlotte Hornets may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Charlotte Hornets,
First half stats. Player of the half.
Butler was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
Terry Rozier was unable to find his shot through the first two quarters. Newsflash, you're not on fire. Pass the ball. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Charlotte basketball. To Batum. Trying to cash in. Nikola Batum. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Dragic. And look out.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Rozier. Not that time. Waiters. To Butler. Here's a chance from long range. Working hard on the glass. Oh, and a putback.
And I'm telling you right now, there's always going to be a home for a player in this league for a guy who does the cleanup work around the rim like that.
Defense, let's go.
Here comes the screen. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Butler. Down low for Leonard. You've got to get that one to go. Rozier with it. The deficit is 6. To Nick Batum. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Dragic into the front court. Up 5. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Rozier into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Batum. Nothing going here on that drive. Batum. Finish that.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
And this will be out of bounds, off of Butler. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Substitutions, Miami. Left in the third quarter.
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Has a look. Can't connect. Has to know what's a good shot and what isn't.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
With the step back.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Nick Batum. Dragic with the basketball. The lead stands at 9. The pass set it all up.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
And a nice finish at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing the scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Hornets at the controls of this one. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Dragic with it. It's an 11-point game. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. That misses with 2 seconds to go. 3 quarters down, and the Heat right now are feeling good. So the Heat will have it to start this 4th and final quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
To Miles Bridges. Scores on the step back. It's the Heat with the possession. To Dragic. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Dragic. can't connect.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Cashes in for two.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Dragic. Five to shoot for Miami. Dragic. Hernan Gomez with the rebound. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Here comes the screen. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Now a timeout from the Hornets coach. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining.
The difference is going to be the best player on the court. He's a guy that you have to trust in. He has to get the ball. And sometimes as a coach, you need to let go and let your best players do what they do.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Stepping in for Miami, number 11, Dion Waiters.
To Rozier. Lets it fly from long range. Defense all over Rozier. Can't connect. To Dragic. Cleaning the offensive glass. 3 seconds is the call. Has a chance. Rozier shot no good. Dragic into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Goran Dragic. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Waiters. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Charlotte with the basketball. Here comes the screen. To Miles Bridges. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Not getting the bounce. Dragic with the basketball. The lead is 11. That's out. Last touch by Goran Dragic. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Entering the game for the Heat, number 0, Myers Leonard.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His guy's down 11. Batum against Leonard. now preparing to shoot at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Nikola Batum at the line for 2 shots, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Knocks down the first.
Coming right back to you.
Able to convert on both free throws. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Dragic with it. His team up by 7. Knocked loose. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Marvin Williams. Shot clock winding down. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. Had a chance, but it's no good. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Rozier with it. His guys down by 9. Myers Leonard sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Heat added a win with today's solid victory. And the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. Check out the leading scores for the Miami Heat. The Hornets just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. The Charlotte Hornets relied on these guys for their scoring here today.
Game track. Rebounds.
The Hornets suffered a discrepancy in their rebounding, and in turn, it resulted in a loss. Rebounds are certainly not a glamorous stat, but wins are. And without competitive rebounding, you're not going to get wins.
Player of the game.
Goran Dragic read the defense perfectly, and his teammates reaped the benefits with easy baskets.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Check out the upcoming games for the Miami Heat. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.